What is going on, Celtics fans? You're watching Celtics Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Tyler Smith, and we are back for yet another Boston Celtics watch party. This time, kind of a deja vu. We just matched up with the Atlanta Hawks. We're the second team in their last 15 games to beat them. Then they went out and beat the Charlotte Hornets, who whooped up on the New York Knicks over the weekend, too. And now you're playing the Hawks again. This time, with a little bit different look of a lineup because last time out, you were missing Jaylen Brown. Last night against the Charlotte Hornets, you were missing both Brown and Derrick White. Now, both D. White and Jaylen Brown are going to be back in the lineup, and Jayson Tatum will be the one that is going to be out tonight on the back-to-back for Boston. So, still going to have a great time. Still going to rock and roll with everybody that's in our live chat here, and I can't wait to get into all of it with you. Free play-by-play, scoreboard, stats, analysis, and so much more coming your way here on Celtics Today. And if you guys aren't new here, you know the drill. I already see the chat getting lit up a little bit. Light it up with green. Get your Shamrock emojis down in the chat. Basically, the way we say hello here at Celtics Today is you getting your Shamrock emojis down in our live chat. 57 people already watching. You guys are fired up for Celtics basketball. The last 2 weeks of the season are basically here. And the C's are going to try to secure the second seed in the Eastern Conference. Not really looking too realistic for the 1 seed at this point. I believe they're 4 games out. 4 full games out. Pistons have the tiebreaker. They would need a 5-game difference in the last 8. That just is not going to happen, let's be honest, guys. But the New York Knicks, only 2.5 games behind Boston. There is a matchup there to be played on, what day is it? It's very soon. Don't get me wrong. It's very soon. It is the April 9th matchup, so the third to last game of the season, and you play them, the Pelicans and the Magic the last 2 games. There's a good chance you're going to know your fate after that Knicks game, so I would assume the Celtics perhaps sit a lot of players for the last 2 games of the year. Maybe JT gets some run a little bit just to have his legs underneath him, but that Knicks game on April 9th is really the last meaningful game of the Celtics season here as they try to distance themselves from New York to have potential home court in round 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals there. The Cavs, though, are a game and a half behind them, so the Knicks have to worry about their own behind with the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're creeping up at the 4th seed, and then everything after that is basically a crapshoot as the 5th seed Raptors and the 10 seed Hornets are 3 games apart. Now, I'm not expecting the Hornets to essentially usurp the Raptors or anything like that, but a lot can go on in the middle there with the Hawks and the Magic and the Heat. I think there's one more team that I'm... And the Sixers. I forget about the Sixers because, Boston owns them and all that good stuff. I'm shouting out a couple people, a couple fine folks who are getting those Shamrock emojis down in our live chat. If you haven't yet, say hello on the stream today by getting your Shamrock emojis in the chat. If you're on desktop, don't worry. You can get emojis in the chat box there. Trust me, I'm looking at it right now. Get your Shamrocks down below as Tia McQuestion is getting the chat green. We got Alicia Wade getting the chat green. R. Minzy getting the chat green. Durex Young. Shout out to all of you real ones. Charlisa Johnson rocking and rolling with us. Let's get it. Good to see all the fine folks here at Celtics Today here for our pregame segment. And you know what? Since I feel like we get better interaction when we ask to see where you're watching from, shout out your city for me down in the live chat too. Where are you taking in tonight's action from? Tipping off in about 20 minutes from right now. Celtics and Hawks from Atlanta this time. They played in Boston a few days ago and ended up winning on Friday night. Where are you taking in tonight's game from, though, as we're getting prepared for tip-off here? Jayson Tatum is out. That is facts. Steeler MG. Jayson Tatum is out, yet Jaylen Brown and Derrick White will likely be back in the lineup for Boston here. So good to see those two back, especially JB after boogeyman word for a bad word in the Auerbach Center and in the Celtics clubhouse. Left Achilles tendonitis is what Jaylen Brown was listed to be dealing with. He was on his Twitch stream. Didn't seem to be much of it there. And he's back in the lineup, so not going to worry too much about JB. If he's not worried, I'm not worried. Alrighty. Who's watching and where from? We got Durex Young coming in from Manhattan, the Big Apple. Marie Jen coming in from Florida for today's stream. What's going on, Alex? Good to see you, my man. You're coming in from Fall River. Let's get it. My guy, Who Dat for Life, Chris, in the building. How we doing, my man? Good to see you. Frankie Senpai making the chat light up with some green. Chris LaPlante rocking and rolling with us. from Manassas, Virginia. Tia McQuesta coming in from Pittsfield. David Medina or Medina. Please correct me whichever way. Coming in from South Padre, Texas. I'm coming at you from downtown Dallas, Texas. So not from Boston, not in my native New York or anything like that. We are here in the Lone Star State. Alicia Wade always rocking and rolling from Berlin, New Hampshire. How we doing? How we doing? Charlicia Johnson coming in from Dorchester, Mass. Good to see you in the building, too. As we get prepared for tip-off here, we want this to be the biggest stream on NBA YouTube tonight. We want this to be the biggest Celtics live stream, the biggest basketball live stream. And you know what? If we can go for it, how about the biggest YouTube live stream of the night? If you guys want to see that happen, you got to do one thing for me before this game tips off. Hit the like button. Just tap the like button. Takes 2 seconds. Totally free and easy way to support the show. And what that does is it sends a signal out. YouTube, their robots over there, they put this stream out to people's For You pages, their recommended feeds, all that stuff. And we're going to get more people in the stream just because people are seeing it and they want to see what our product is all about here at Celtics Today. A fun watch party, interacting with our live chat, and taking in some Celtics basketball, calling some play-by-play. That's what we do here. We want as many people as possible to see it. So if you haven't yet, please go down below and like today's stream. We got 100 people watching, but 29 likes. 29 likes. The numbers, the math ain't really mathing right there. So if you could, go down below, like the video. Would greatly appreciate it. And if you have gone down below and liked the video and you're subscribed and you're in our live chat, then you could be an even bigger legend like my guy, Who Dat for Life, Chris, sending in a $5 super chat to open today's show. I'm trying to get it up here, my man. Be patient with me. Here it is. It says, saw first take today. Apparently, Stephen A. says he wasn't upset that DB unfollowed, yet he still felt a need to mention it. Hashtag goofball. That's crazy. That's crazy. Why am I tweaking on DB? Not Devin Booker. Not a Celtic, right? We only have a DW. Dylan Brooks, like Devin Booker. I didn't see it, Chris. I didn't see it. So let me know who it is. Is there a DB in the NFL that I'm just missing bad right now? Doris Burke. These are all great DB names. Who's DB? Oh, DW mistype. DW mistype. I was like, okay. All right, word. And then my guy Chris came back at it again saying, Stephen A. Smith's a Knicks fan. Of course he unfollowed you. Yeah. I mean, dude. When a nice guy like Derrick White lobs you the unfollow, you're not going to take it great. And I get it from Stephen A. But you kind of dug your own grave with that one, my friend. If you haven't yet, go down below, like the video. And we're going to get a Happy Dad cracked open for my guy, Who Dat for Life, Chris, in just a second. First, though, I got to tell you guys about our sponsor and our friends of today's program over at Prize Picks. The playoff push is heating up and tournament hoops are here. And there's no better way to cash in if you're right on the high-flying hoops action than Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. Every bucket, every dime, and every win means more when you're playing on Prize Picks. And with their brand new Team Picks markets, you can now pick game winners, spreads, and totals on top of the player picks you already know. So cash in if you're right during all the clutch buckets, slam dunks, and Cinderellas this spring with Team Picks on Prize Picks. Pick the winner straight up on Prize Picks. Who's going to win the next big basketball game? Who's going to win the fight? Back your takes with real money. On Prize Picks, I can even pick who's going to cut down the nets in a couple of weeks or who's going to win a ring this summer. Whether it's the tournament, the playoffs, or even the international baseball tournament, I can call my shot and cash in if I make the right picks. All on Prize Picks. Team Picks is now available in 35 states, including California, Texas, Georgia, Washington, and more. It makes it super easy to pick game winners, spreads, and totals all on Prize Picks. So download the Prize Picks app today and pick your first game winner, spread, or total as the playoff push rolls on. And get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup after using promo code CLNS. That's code CLNS to get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it feels good to be right. And all that information is clickable down in the live chat of today's live stream. Shout out to Prize Picks. Shout out to Prize Picks. And let me know, play some Prize Picks with me. Jaylen Brown, more or less than 28.5 points. What do you guys got for tonight? No Jayson Tatum in the lineup, but D. White is playing. Peyton Pritchard will be out there, who, by the way, has been on an absolute tear. He's one hell of a player And Jaylen Brown back in the driver's seat tonight. Who do you got? More or less? M for more, L for less. Let me know in the live chat right here, right now. AJ Brown, Pat, Smitty, what do you think? I mean, I feel like, I don't know. It's weird. It hurts the Eagles to trade him. So I don't know. Unless he really, really, really wants out, then I don't see anything drastic going down anytime soon. Maybe post June. Ask me again in June. Maybe I'll have some better intel on that. But I don't know. I don't know. Chris coming back at us with a $2 super chat once more, and he wants to get some good old fashioned hate going in the chat. Some good old fashioned warranted hate going in the chat as I'm refreshing his super chat. It says, spam F the Knicks in the chat, please. My guy, who'd have for life, Chris. Everybody is saying more for Jaylen Brown, except for Owen. Owen's saying L24 for JB. Okay. Well, you know what? Everybody follow my guy. Everybody follow my guy, who'd have for Chris is saying. F the Knicks. D1 Jaylen Brown Glazer. Is that the same guy as D1 Jayson Tatum Glazer? John Edward Kruger in the building. Tia saying F the Knicks. I'm well. Notes from the path. Thank you so much. God bless to you. Alicia Wade saying F the Knicks. Marie Jen saying F the Knicks. Durex Young. Shout out to you. So we're going to give a good old-fashioned for my guy, who'd have for life, Chris, a little beard cheers for the game today. Cheers to Chris. If you guys want a beer cheers, you guys want to get your name, your message, your avatar popped up on screen, you can do so by sending in a super chat. $ next to the chat box to contribute and send a donation to today's show. By no means is it required, but for real homies like Chris, like that's mad love, and he's showing support. Any super chat that you send in, we'll give you a beer cheers. So I'm looking for it. Here we go. Celtics Hawks for the fourth and final time this season. Today's deals are as follows. Like I said, I cracked open a beer. Anytime it's going to be a beer cheers. Any $10 super chat, we are bringing out the tequila bottle. I do have it. So we got a bottle. We got a glass. We could do some shots. And every 20, we'll just chug one of these down in a beer bong. Well, I got to give it to Chris. I got to give it to Chris because he said in the super chat that got my attention on it. There, DY, but you a real one. You a legend. Beverly saying, "What's up, young man? JT's on a roll. He thinks he's back. He looks confident. Yeah, oh man, he really does. Like first step was unbelievably quick yesterday. The way he went at Ryan Kalkbrenner at the rim, a big, tall rim protector like him, thought that was awesome. Confidence-wise, he attacked the rim for his first points of the game and slammed it right down Broadway. It was really, really aggressive ball from Jayson Tatum yesterday, and he had poured in 32 points on efficient shooting. Like, he's still that guy. He looks fantastic. So I'm excited to see once he's really, 85, 90, 95% there. Like, I don't know if he's ever going to be 100% where he was, at least this season, even in the postseason. But if he's 90, 95% there, man, his team's got a chance to win the NBA Finals. Like, there's no doubt about it. There's no doubt in my mind that this team can win the Finals if Jayson Tatum is performing at the level that he did yesterday. Like, that was awesome. That was awesome. You know what else would be awesome is if we got to 50 likes on today's program. We are 10 likes away. We got to 400 likes on yesterday's stream. That was absolutely insane out of you guys. So very, very much appreciated. If you could, go down below, like the video. It helps these streams get populated more in your feeds too. Even when you are subscribed already, it just shows that you're showing love to the channel and it puts more of our content on your feed. So if that's something you want, then hit that thumbs up icon and like today's live stream. Just like that, we are 8 likes away. 7, now 4 likes away. Do it for Vooch. Do it for Vooch as he nears his return. I don't know exactly when he's returning. I would hope in the postseason at some point. And honestly, Luka Garza's been playing damn good basketball lately. So we'll see how that translates in the playoffs. Maybe Vooch is a bit more adapted, ready for those slower type of situations. And we got one more real one. That's got to hit that like button for us to get to 50 before this game tips off. 7 minutes away. I think we can get there. I believe in you guys. And we did. You guys are real ones. Much appreciated. Shout out to whoever hit that like button for the 50th time. As we get closer to tip-off, let me know your score prediction down in our chat, too. As we get ready for Celtics Hawks. Who wins and by how much? That's funny. Who dat for life, Chris? He's just, you might be a bigger Knicks hater than a Celtics fan. I can respect that. I'm waiting to get this one populated as well, Chris. Almost there. As this children's choir is putting together a beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. Chris with another $5 super chat. Cheers to Chris. Everyone knows you can't win in Knicks colors. Just ask Nate Robinson versus Jake Paul. Yeah, he got slept. He got night. It's am I streaming the Heat game? Yeah, I'm streaming the Heat game. It's on Wednesday for me. Is that Philippines time you're talking right there? Carlos? Tia, what was your question? See, guys, I can't see everybody's comments in the chat the entire time. So for guys like Who Dat for Chris, I'm gonna answer his comments because he's sending in super chats. That's just the fact of the matter. A lot of you guys in the chat already, like, you got to realize I'm one guy. I'm going to be calling a game soon, so I can't respond to everybody's chat. But if you want to guarantee that your message gets read and that we interact and we have a conversation about it, send in a super chat. It's that simple. And I understand not everybody can do it, but it just kind of is what it is. Do I think the Celtics will win banner 19? Yeah. Yeah, I do think the Celtics will win banner 19. When do I think the Celtics will win banner 19? I don't know. If I send $100, that means you're not going to, so it's fine. How do you super chat? It is the dollar sign, the money sign, next to the box where you chat. And then if you're on your phone, it is, I think, also in the same place. I'm going to check my phone right now because I forget all the time. Yeah, it's just next to the chat, next to the smiley face and the emoji right there. If the NBA season ended today, what team would the Celtics play in the first round? And what team do you think? Well, Celtics are the 2 seed right now, so they would play the winner of the Sixers and the Magic, and I think Philly would win that game. They're playing very, very well. They're playing very, very well. We don't have the Hawks starters just yet on screen. I can maybe try to get them from Twitter right before they get announced here, because they are about to be announced. So get your score predictions down in the chat for me. We do have 200 people in the chat, and I mean, I wouldn't even be asking for half the chat to like the video if we got 100 likes. We are 47 away. I mean, if we got there before tip-off, that would be insane. But get your score predictions down in the chat as well. Celtics 20, Atlanta 100. Team Money Queen, what's going on? 115, 100 Celtics. It'll probably be the same starting lineup as a few days ago. It'll be CJ McCollum, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson, and Onyeka Okongwu. That's probably. Unless and McCollum's playing, so like I don't think anybody's going to be out. $44 for Scalabrini. $43 for he who does not get invited to title parades. Alrighty. Baylor Scheierman. I'm looking for a big night from him, man. Big Baylor night. Let's go. Ron Harper Jr. played very well last time out against was it yesterday? Was it yesterday? I get these games are all so close together. I'm getting them jumbled. Yep, it's D. White, Baylor Scheierman, Jaylen Brown, Jordan Walsh, who did start last game too, and Luka Garza. So no Neemias Queta tonight for Boston. It'll be McCollum, Alexander Walker, Daniels, Johnson, and Okongwu for Atlanta the other way. As we're about a minute out from this game tipping off and 35 likes away from 100, I'll give the chat a collective beer cheers once we get to 100 likes. Let me know if you're ready for tip-off. Type me in the chat. Type me in the chat. Get fired up. There's only 8 more Celtics games this regular season, and then it's do or die in the playoffs. How fired up are you for Celtics hoops? Like Marie Jen and Alex Velo. Spam it. Fire it up. Disney from Scotland. Come on. Why it look so dark in here? What's up with the State Farm Arena? It looks incredibly dark. Look, the lights are like not on. Are they going to turn them on? There's no way. This is the Celtics win the tip. This is an unbelievable presentation. What is going on here? Turn those Mies to C's. C for Celtics, H for Hawks. I mean, this has to be a camera thing. Jaylen Brown misses the mid-range on Boston's first possession. This is ridiculous. Ball swung out to Okongwu, now over Jalen Johnson, left wing. He's going to go at Baylor Scheierman. Spin, fadeaway jumper just below the elbow, and that one drops. Atlanta up 2-0. Scheierman the other way off the Garza screen. He'll kick out. Garza going to give it backdoor to Jaylen Brown, who's going to drive. Couple of pump fakes to a cutting Walsh, laying it up and in. Jordan Walsh. Nice cut, nice feed, nice finish. We got Dyson Daniels here. Swings it up top. Jalen Johnson will probably get that Jordan Walsh assignment as Daniels drives, contested by both Walsh and White, and he gets the foul and the bucket. So he'll go to the line for the and one. Oh, my goodness. And he will not convert, so Celtics get a little lucky on that trip. Here they come the other way. Again, what is up with the brightness today? I don't know, is anybody watching the game realize this? Or am I tripping? And the pass cross court is intercepted. Hawks have a 2-on-1. Okongwu slams it. Walsh on the right wing up ahead. Now outside. D. White has it. Screen coming from Garza. He'll use it. He was it 3 times. Now Luka Garza down low, goes up for the layup. He can't convert, but he will be fouled. Uh-oh, sorry, Tia, that's on me. $312 people watching. CT, it made me think about it again, so I did it again. Garza from the line. Rattles the first one through. Just under 2 minutes gone by so far. Luka Garza. Second free throw. And it goes. 6-4 Atlanta here. Make the chat light up green. Ball's kicked out on the right side to Jalen Johnson. Now up top of Kongwu. Doesn't use a dribble handoff. Now Alexander Walker with it. He'll drive. Floater short. Tip in, no good. And Derrick White establishes himself back in bounds and grabs the long rebound. Here come the C's. Brown. They're going to say a kick on the defense. Ball. Ball in the hands of Garza. Now with White up top. Derrick White will drive at NAW. Pull up in the mid-range, and that shot is good. Derrick White. Nice to see his jumper falling. Here we go. Jalen Johnson gets doubled. Now he's just one-on-one with Luka Garza. He'll step back, shoot the mid-range jumper, and that one's good from about 16 feet out. Up top with White at the Hawks logo. Screen coming from Walsh. He'll use it and get the switch. Dyson Daniels guarding Derrick White now. I don't know if it's a matchup I'd want to go at. He'll give it off to Garza. Now handoff with Jaylen Brown. Brown will drive. Euro step. Floater. Can't get it to go, and no foul call either. Swing to CJ McCollum. Transition 3. That's in and out. Brown will board up. Up ahead, Garza. Hawks kind of sleeping. A little decel from Luka Garza against Onyeka Okongwu in transition, and he gets the layup. That was awesome. And a kick-out pass is intercepted by Jordan Walsh. Brown in transition the other way. He gets it knocked out, and they're going to say he lost it. Hawks ball. So a couple of turnovers back and forth there by Atlanta and Boston. And the Luka Garza decel. That was nice. And it looks like the Hawks are going to score. I pressed the space bar by accident. McCollum off the screen. He's probably going to get in the mid-range. Now he's going to get a layup at the rim over Luka Garza. Nice. That's great. Here's Jaylen Brown the other way. Quickly, kick out. Walsh, pump fake in the corner. Now with Garza, he's got a mismatch on him. McCollum goes to the rim and lays it up and in. A little finger roll. Luka Garza off the bounce. 6 points already. Unreal. Oh, nice Euro step by Dyson Daniels off the backboard and in against Walsh. Celtics want to push again. Derrick White now slows up top with Garza. Flips it to Jaylen Brown. Kick out Garza. Can't get past the Kongwu, so he'll DHO with White, who will stop, pop, and shoot at the free throw line. If he didn't backpedal, he maybe could have got that rebound. But it goes right into a Kongwu's arms. And here come the Hawks. It is Jalen Johnson up top directing traffic. He'll swing to a Kongwu left wing. That three's no good. And Garza grabs the... Or Baylor Scheierman goes up and grabs the board. He's running. Scheierman to Garza. Reverse layup is good. Didn't even put the ball on the deck. And Luka Garza's got 8 points early. 3 for 3 from the field. The Hawks missed the other way. Jaylen Brown rebound. Here come the C's. Kind of have numbers, right? Baylor Scheierman, kind of a transition 3. That's no good. Jalen Johnson the board. Okongwu again. Tries to flip it up and in. That's short. Kind of a wild shot there. Derrick White's going to push. White in transition. I thought he was going to pull it. He thought about it. Instead, I'll give it off to Jaylen Brown, who's stripped. And I'm going to say it went off of him again. So back to Atlanta here. A couple of Jaylen Brown turnovers in transition. But Luka Garza, the story of the game so far. Gets a start. Neemias Queta out tonight. And he's 3 of 3 from the field. I mean, America, are you serious? Celtics so far 5-9, and they have only shot 1 3. Neither team's generated a second chance yet, but Celtics do have 3 turnovers. Man, shout out to Luka Garza. You know what? Matter of fact, can we get some 52s in the chat for the best Luka in the league? For the best Luka in the league? Get some 52s in the chat for Luka Garza. 8 points already. Perfect. Perfect. From the field. Garzilla is what some call him. I call him the best Luka in the league. $336 people watching, only 79 likes. We were very, very close to 100 likes on the show. It's a big milestone for the stream to get to, just to get us on the right track in general. So if we could, we are 20 likes away. If we can get there by like the time they inbound the ball, I know for a fact we could. There's over 220 of you, 240 of you guys who haven't liked the video yet. $11 away, just like that. Do it for Pritchard, who we have yet to see tonight. We'll see if there's a Boston sub during that timeout. There will be one as Hugo Gonzalez has checked in. 4 likes away. Who's going to be the 4 real ones? The Mount Rushmore that gets us on. What's up, East? Mount Rushmore. We need 4 likes to get to 100. So who's going to be the Mount Rushmore of likers? Now we only need 2. And now we need none. Shout out to all you guys. Get the live stats back up. Let's go, Beast. Appreciate you. All right. Back to action here now. We barely missed anything. Pritchard has checked back in. Brown crossover, step back, shoots over Jalen Johnson. High arcer. That one doesn't go. But Ugo skying in for the offensive rebound after it was tapped around a bunch. Here's Pritchard. Might have to be his night again. Pritchard, who had over 20 last night. Falling away at the free throw line. It's good. Peyton Pritchard for 2. Here is Dyson Daniels. Excuse me, that's Jalen Johnson. Swings out to Daniels. Now up top. Alexander Walker's 3 is no good. And the Celtics will board again. Peyton Pritchard, nice crossover. Gets in the lane. Gets the bump. No foul call. To a trailing Jalen Johnson 3. It's a 5-point swing. Like that's just stupid, man. Weird no call there with Peyton Pritchard. Brown gets stripped by Dyson Daniels. Why are you trying to size up Dyson Daniels? He forced him to miss the layup as Amari Williams has checked in at center. Brown in transition the other way. They'll give him the call because he just dove in head first, basically. If you love the Celtics, hit that like button. We got 400 people in the show, in the stream right now. That is excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. If you've done all those things and you're not yet subscribed, I don't know what that is all about. As Brown's at the free throw line, they gave it to him in the shooting motion. First one is good, I think. I didn't see him. Sorry. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. Sub for Celtics dubs. It's just what you should do because we give you Celtics content all the time. We're live for all the Celtics games. We'll be live again on Wednesday. Live again after that on Friday. Live again after that on Sunday, right? I don't know. Live for all the games. Live for all the games. Here we go. Amari Williams on the rejection inside the other way. Here come the Celtics. Brown right to the rack, and he smokes the layup. But there's a Williams there for the tip-in. Excellent sequence for the rookie that was recently signed to a standard deal. Right around the trade deadline, the Celtics removed that two-way tag and signed Amari Williams to a multi-year deal to be a developmental center on this roster. Now, towards the end of the season, you're going to start to see more of these guys get some run. Way short from Jalen Johnson 3 that time. And Williams the board. To Brown. Driving. Kick out. Pritchard with some space. Pulls a 3 and gets the roll! Off the front rim and in! Peyton Pritchard for 3! A 10-3 run is quieted there after a Dyson Daniels layup. Here we go. Brown, fall-away jumper. Good from the elbow. Left side. Jaylen Brown gets 2. This is a tough shot taker and a tough shot maker, man. Like, it just is what he is. Oh, wow. Nice pass. Nice. Celtics kind of defensively broke down there. As Mohamed Gaye, or Gaye, he gets a dunk inside. Celtics defensive lapse, which will force Joe Mazzulla into a timeout. And it will force us into a, well, forces we want to talk about. They're our friends and our sponsor over at Prize Picks. The playoff push is heating up and tournament hoops are here. And there's no better way to cash in if you're right on the high-flying hoops action than Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. Every bucket, every dime, and every win means more when you're playing on Prize Picks. And with their brand new Team Picks markets, you can now pick game winners, spreads, and totals on top of the player picks you already know. So cash in if you're right during all the clutch buckets, slam dunks, and Cinderellas this spring with Team Picks on Prize Picks. Pick the winner straight up on Prize Picks. Who's going to win the next big basketball game? Who's going to win the fight? Back your takes with real money. On Prize Picks, I can even pick who's going to cut down the nets in a couple of weeks or who's going to win a ring this summer. Whether it's the tournament, the playoffs, or even the international baseball tournament, I can call my shot and cash in if I make the right picks. All on Prize Picks. Team Picks is now available in 35 states, including California, Texas, Georgia, Washington, and more. It makes it super easy to pick game winners, spreads, and totals all on Prize Picks. So download the Prize Picks app today and pick your first game winner, spread, or total as the playoff push rolls on. And get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup after using promo code CLNS. That's code CLNS to get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It feels good to be right. And all that information is clickable down in the live chat of today's live stream. Shout out to Prize Picks, sponsor today's show. We asked before the game if Jaylen Brown would get more or less than 28.5 points. And in this one, there he is, top name. He's only got 3 points so far. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. He's 1 for 5 from the field. Not great. 3 turnovers. Not the best start for JB, but the Celtics still up 22-19. Find some just tough shot making, honestly. Getting out in transition. Luka Garza. But 4 turnovers, haven't been forcing them either. Doesn't bode well. Amari Williams, the same jersey number as Luka. 77 looks weird on jerseys. Yeah, it does. It does, but he can rock it. He's a good player. Sam Hauser's checked in for the first time tonight. Up top with Amari Williams. Dribble handoff with Brown. He'll stop, pop, and shoot it. And connect from distance. JB for 3. Let's go. Shout out to Prize Picks. And if you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up icon. 448 people watching. Only 126 likes. Like the video. Is another short jumper from the Hawks is missed, and Amari Williams grabs the board. He's been fairly impactful early. Pritchard. Give it to Brown up top, guarded by Jonathan Kuminga. Kuminga guarded Tatum for a handful of possessions last game, too, as Brown tries to work on him now. Spin, layup, blocked by Kuminga off the glass. And they're going to say it's off the Celtics there after it got tapped around near the sideline and out of bounds. And now Hugo Gonzalez gets kind of blown by Nickeil Alexander-Walker, but the help defense was there, and they forced him to do a miss at the rim. Swung over to Hugo, and the dribble handoff did not go so well with Sam Hauser there. 2 guys who I don't know if I want, participating in that action. And Hugo gets brought to the rim by Gabe Vincent. Not the best sequence for the Rook. 6 turnovers, 6 points off turnovers for Atlanta, 0 for Boston so far. As Pritchard is going to turn the ball over again after a hook. Offensive fouls. He tried to get past his defender. Sloppy. Yet the Celtics still have the lead. Like, they could have a bigger lead. Here we go. Reza Shea is checked in. He's going to launch a 3 off the catch, and that's good. He was the number 1 overall pick. Was he a good number 1 overall pick? No. As Hugo Gonzalez cutting to the basket. Get a kick to the corner, but the pass is too late, and Gabe Vincent's there to intercept it. Hey, you got to get Hugo out. They try to throw a lob, and that didn't go super well, and Amari Williams able to grab it. The other way, Hugo. Oh, my goodness. Absorbs the contact and keeps his footing and gets the floater up and in. Hugo Gonzalez, okay. You're going to take the good with the bad with him. Kick out. Another catch and shoot for Reza Shea, who hits another one, and we're tied. Alrighty. Pritchard. Working. Step back 3 over Vincent. Oh, Peyton Pritchard. He's been on a tear. Peyton Pritchard for 3. Let's go, man. What a shot and a 2-for-1 opportunity generated. 6-second difference between shot clock and game clock here. 13 seconds left in the quarter. 6 to shoot for the Hawks. Alexander Walker going to work on Gonzalez. Going to drive and finish. 6 seconds flat to shoot. Pritchard will take the inbound with a 1-point game. Pritchard going to drive. Throw up a floater. He was partially blocked, perhaps, at the buzzer. And that will take us to the end of 1. 30-29 Boston leads, but I wasn't too pleased with how they played that quarter. I'd say lucky to be in front right now. Grade the Celtics so far in this game, A, B, C, D, or F. After that first quarter, what are our thoughts? Pritchard for 20? I don't think it's a crazy assumption anymore, man. Like, that's just something that kind of happens a lot. I'll tell you what. Amari Williams has been a pleasant surprise in this game so far. Ugo is not his best quarter. I don't care about that floater. Like, the defensive stuff was IQ-wise was not great there. There's just no way. I'm just checking something out here. See, Joe Mazzulla said that he thinks Coach of the Year is a stupid award. They shouldn't have it. It's more about the players. They have a lot of players awards, Joe. I don't know if you knew that. I'm just messing. I don't want to talk down on the best coach in the league or anything about his philosophies or visions. But Boston so far in this game, 3 of 4 from 3. Very selective from their shots from distance tonight. Meanwhile, Atlanta's putting them up a little bit, 3 for 8. I imagine the Celtics are going to get more threes up here as the game goes on. Kind of killing them on the glass, but the turnovers are just atrocious. 7 first-quarter turnovers just can't happen. 7 first-quarter turnovers. I'm going to give it a C-. C- to a D+, honestly. Like, just if you were losing this game, it'd be an F. So, and winning after the first quarter doesn't really mean much. So I'm going to give it a D+. And now they're losing. So Okongwu gets a slam inside, and the Celtics are now losing. Now that quarter's an F. Pritchard. Going to give it to Garza on the right wing. Dribble handoff with Hauser. Hauser up top now, back to Pritchard. He's going to be guarded by Kuminga. He's going to try to create some space. Follow-away jumper over him. That's blocked. Kuminga with a couple of blocks on Boston over the last few minutes. Here's Okongwu. Going to give it out to Daniels. Daniels outside now, McCollum. Daniels sets him a screen. McCollum has some space. He takes and makes a 3. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. High ball screen coming. Garza for White. No switch, though. It will be Reza Shea defending. Now here's a screen that gets the switch. Derrick White right to the rim. Floater off the glass. That's no good. Garza can't grab the board. No, he taps it into White's hands. Outside Hauser. We had a shot clock issue. So the Celtics now down 4 after a 7 turnover first quarter. Now shot clock's down to 2. They say that shot didn't hit the rim. They got to get something off here. Into Pritchard. He's got to get something up. Floater from 3. It hit the rim. They won't grab the board, though. Walsh tried to rip it away, but now it's the Hawks in transition. Kuminga right to the rim, and he makes the layup. Down 6 all of a sudden. Here is White. Pritchard. Going to give it up top, Garza. Garza now DHO with White, setting him a screen. White will drive to the rim. Kick to the corner. Walsh, he was standing out of bounds. 8 Celtics turnovers. All right. Here's McCollum. Step back 3 over Walsh. No good. Hauser the rebound. He's going to take it and hand it off to White, who'll take one dribble, stop, hop, 3's no good. I'm going to say foul on Atlanta here underneath on the rebound. This Garza was hacked by Reza Shea. Alrighty. Here is Hauser up top. Going to give it back to Pritchard. Pritchard with 5 to shoot. Has to make a move on Dyson Daniels. He'll pull up in the midi. Yes, it goes. Peyton Pritchard, man. It doesn't really matter who's in front of him. He could shoot over everybody. The Hawks with a little ball fake. A Kongwu pulls a 3. That's short. And we are 13 likes short of 150. If we could get there right now, we'll get the live stats back up very, very soon. The Celtics will be fouled here. Derrick White gets tripped up. If we get to 150 likes real quick, I mean, we're not even asking for a 30, you guys, to like the video. It's 550 people watching. If you haven't yet, like the video, 11 away now. And let me know when you did. If you want a shout out on today's show, I'll give you a shout out at the next time the ball goes out of bounds or the whistle blows. Type me down in our chat. If you've liked the video, type me down in our live chat. Alrighty, up top with Garza. He's open for 3! Luka Garza for 3! How about once you've liked the video, type 52 in the chat for Garza. He's up to 11. Type 52 if you've liked the video. But I got my guy Alex Velo, Marie Jen, Alicia Wade, and Tia McQuestion, who have liked the video, along with Remy Draka and Chris LaPlante, and Nebraska fan and T-Money Queen. Celtics back within 1, but Atlanta answers with 2 the other way. Here's Derrick White looking to make a move on a Kongwu. Kick out Pritchard with 7 to shoot. Pritchard going at Dyson Daniels again. This time kicks to Walsh. He's got to get something up. 2-1, step back 3. No good. Garza fighting for the offensive rebound and eventually gets saved out by the Hawks to the Celtics. Walsh to the rim. He goes up and gets fouled. Let's go. What happened to Tatum? Just rest. Just rest. Just rest during the back-to-back here. Douglas! I'm going to check on that for you right now, my man. Ooh, I don't know about that one. I do think that one, though. Douglas, appreciate the super chat, my man. David Torres liked the video. So we got 8 minutes left to go in quarter number 2. Waiting for my guy Douglas' super chat to populate because we got some Jordan Walsh free throws. You think JB will get 25 and Pritchard 20? So Jaylen Brown has 6 points and Peyton Pritchard has 10 points. JB's got to get a couple more buckets this quarter for me to feel good about that. Pritchard, I feel good about getting 20. I do feel good about getting 20. Free throws were made by Jordan Walsh. And we're down 1 once again. Alexander Walker in the lane, kick out. Gabe Vincent for 3. That's no good. And Jalen Johnson offensive board. Good defense by the Celtics here. Swing into the corner, though. Alexander Walker is open. He missed. Thank the Lord. Charles Bassey is checked in. And Hauser misses a 3, but White's there for the offensive board. Hauser, kick out. Pritchard. Swing back to D. White. He'll launch a 3. No good. No offensive dice that time for the C's. In the lane goes Alexander Walker. A kick out 3 for Kongwu. No good. Skying in for the rebound is Hauser. And we're 41 likes away from 200. I know we can get there before halftime. I'll put this up once again once we get closer. But if you haven't yet, just like the video, man. It takes 2 seconds. Free and easy way to support the stream. As Walsh just found on the right wing open for 3. He misses. And the Hawks grab the board. That's Shai. Up ahead, Alexander Walker. He'll try to hit the cutter inside. There's going to be a foul called on Boston here. 6:56 to go in quarter number 2. You're good, Michael K. Yeah, the Celtics now aren't shooting as nicely as they were in that first quarter from distance. 4 of 11 all of a sudden. They were 3 for their first 4, 1 for their last 7. And 8 turnovers is not good. Atlanta's keeping things clean. Like, I don't like it at all. I don't like it. What are the Fly Guys? The turnovers are backbreaking. I agree. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you haven't already. Another free and easy way to help support here at Celtics Today. I'll put the sub link in the chat. It's totally free to subscribe here to Celtics Today. Over 56,000 people have already done it, and we want you to be a part of the family here. On the road to 57K, on the road to Banner 19. We're going to be a part of it every step of the way. Whatever Celtics news, rumors that you need, we're going to make a video about it here on the channel, and then we're going to be live, commentating, play-by-playing, and reacting to all these Celtics games in real time the rest of the season and every playoff game as well. So subscribe and turn those notifications on so you never miss a moment surrounding your Celtics here at Celtics Today. If you're a new subscriber today, type new in the chat, because the only way that you could be in our live chat and type something like that is if you are subscribed. We're in sub-only mode. Keeps out the bots, keeps out all the ghost accounts and all that stuff. So type new in the chat if you're a new subscriber. Guess we got no new takers. You telling me that 589 people are watching right now and every one of you guys is subscribed? I don't think that's the case. I know that's not the case. We got 645 hanging out here. 645. Let us know who you are in the live chat if you'd like. And if you've done all those things, oh my goodness, a bunch of new subscribers. You can see the wheel of subs move in real time. It's a live sub count. And if you want to get even more down with the crowd here at Celtics Today, this shirt that I'm wearing, we sell it. Celtics Today merch. It's on sale now. It's still crazy for me to say that a show that I run has merch, but we do. Chatsports.com/Celtics Today to get yours today. All the sizes are available, and we got it in green as well. So if you guys want, throw that link in the chat too, and you can take part in the fresh gear, in the comfy gear that we got going on here at Celtics Today. As Charles Bassey on a putback layup is good. The Hawks score the other way too. 41-39 with 6.5 minutes to go. Kick in the corner. Kuminga 3. He stinks. Bassey, though, barrels into Alexander Walker on the rebound, and they're going to call him for a foul. These games don't matter at all at a certain point. I mean, the Celtics only have a 1.5 game or 2.5 game lead on the Knicks for the 2-3 seed. That'd be huge for the playoff Eastern Conference semifinals if they ended up matching up home court. Oh my God! Oh, Kuminga sent back at the rim by Charles Bassey. Into the corner. White 3. Good. This dude thought he was an all-star. He thought he was an all-star. Bro, you barely in the league. Alexander Walker drives. Blocked by Bassey, too! Charles Bassey saying, do not go in there! Derrick White. Gonna hit JB. Jaylen Brown drives. Floater no good. And Kuminga grabs the board. Not getting many calls. And Bassey affects another Kuminga shot at the rim. This dude. Why did it take us so long to sign him? He's damn good. So the Celtics have rolled out 3 centers, 2 of which aren't in the normal rotation tonight. Jaylen Brown, bro. What are we doing? Not a lot of whistles being blown tonight. And except Jalen Johnson, who just whistles right by Baylor Scheierman on the fast break layup. No, not good. Kuminga got embarrassed. That was hilarious. We're going to get a foul here. Alexander Walker called. Celtics and Hawks kind of going back and forth here. 600 people watching. 12 likes away from 200. If we could get there before they even inbound the ball, that'd be insane. Because I know 12 people out of 622 have not yet hit the like button. Pritchard gets the inbound here. 4:45 left in the first half. Pritchard off the screen has some space. A little step back jumper at the elbow. Should be chicken, but it doesn't matter. Baylor Scheierman crashed in for the board. Payton Pritchard just wanted a 3 instead. PP for 3. Payton Pritchard lighting it up. 13 second chance points for the Celtics, kind of making up for the turnovers that they've gotten as Kuminga misses badly off the backboard, but essentially acts as a lob to himself. He'll finish the second chance. Will they call that a second chance point for Atlanta? As all of a sudden we're 3 likes away from 200. Pritchard drives to the corner. Oh my goodness, Baylor Scheierman hit the side of the backboard. He was fading like literally into the corner. We're tied up, so maybe not the best shot there. Scheierman kicks out, or excuse me, Alexander Walker kicks out to Dyson Daniels, and he connects on a 3. We got to over 200. You guys are real ones. Much appreciated. Timeout, though. Celtics with 3:51 left in the first half. With that being said, it's probably the last, at least designated commercial break for this first half. So we got to talk about our friends and our sponsors over at Prize Picks. The playoff push is heating up and tournament hoops are here. And there's no better way to cash in if you're right on the high-flying hoops action than Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. Every bucket, every dime, and every win means more when you're playing on Prize Picks. And with their brand new Team Picks markets, you can now pick game winners, spreads, and totals on top of the player picks you already know. So cash in if you're right during all the clutch buckets, slam dunks, and Cinderellas this spring with Team Picks on Prize Picks. Pick the winner straight up on Prize Picks. Who's going to win the next big basketball game? Who's going to win the fight? Back your takes with real money. On Prize Picks, I can even pick who's going to cut down the nets in a couple of weeks or who's going to win a ring this summer. Whether it's a tournament, the playoffs, or even the international baseball tournament, I can call my shot and cash in if I make the right picks. All on Prize Picks. Team Picks is now available in 35 states, including California, Texas, Georgia, Washington, and more. It makes it super easy to pick game winners, spreads, and totals all on Prize Picks. So download the Prize Picks app today and pick your first game winner, spread, or total as the playoff push rolls on. And get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup after using promo code CLNS. That's code CLNS to get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it feels good to be right. And all that information is clickable down in the live chat of today's live stream. Shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring the program today. Almost 600 people watching. Appreciate each and every one of you guys who has tuned in today. Like I said, we do watch parties like this all the time. Here at Celtics Today. We'll be live again on Wednesday for Celtics vs. Heat. Yeah, we should be good. Should be right there. I have a big time trivia game later tonight, so I got to sign off pretty quickly after this game is over. But we'll make sure we finish it out. If it goes to overtime, I'll just tell them to wait. Alrighty, back to action here. Garza almost lost it up top. White able to recover, get it back to him down low, but the pass was kind of weak, and it was bobbled by Garza. Kind of had to go down and grab it, and the Hawks were able to steal. The other way, will lay up by Alexander Walker, affected by Derrick White. He was kind of out of control there, and the Celtics grabbed the board. A bit of a sloppy sequence. Jaylen Brown back in the game, going to get the screen from Garza, going to give it to the rolling Garza, and he goes to the rim and lays it up and in. 5 for 5 for Garza tonight. 13 points. As Walsh tightly guards CJ McCollum, fights around the screens, a kick out to Okongwu. They're playing major drop, and they're not respecting him from three. He misses, but they'll shove Alexander Walker to the ground, and they'll get a foul call. Tatum is resting. Tatum is not playing tonight. How's Derrick White doing? Derrick White. He's not great. Hasn't been great. As the floater goes in and out for Jalen Johnson, but he goes up and gets fouled on the second chance opportunity. First free throw, no good from Jalen Johnson. So the Celtics kind of luck out on that foul. Alrighty. Here is Brown. Guarded by McCollum. Into the lane. Hauser will drive. Layup at the rim is good. Sam Hauser taking it off the bounce for 2. Here's Jalen Johnson. Screen from Daniels. Here's McCollum driving baseline. That floater's no good. Celtics playing some great defense in this game, but other times it's just the mistakes that have killed them. The 8 turnovers, 8 or 9 turnovers. Hauser cashes in from 3 after a nice elevator screen. Gives him an open look from distance. White puts it on the money, and Hauser connects from the left wing. All right, a travel called here on Jalen Johnson. He was trying to work on excellent defender Sam Hauser, and he just couldn't get past him. Hauser with a great couple of plays in a row. So the Celtics take the lead back near the end of the half. See if they can build on it here. Brown going to ISO on CJ McCollum. 7 seconds to shoot. They clear out on the right side. Jaylen Brown loses the ball. This guy, man. Hawks layup the other way. White, floater the other way is good. I mean, this is just ridiculous. 3 ball goes down for Atlanta. Like, come on, man. And Celtics turnover again. What was a rebound? Oh, 3 ball missed and went out of bounds. Basically a turnover. Celtics have 10 of them. Doesn't matter. 10 turnovers. Your lead scorer is Luka Garza. You're tied. We get anything from Brown. Here we go. Alexander Walker, kick out. Okongwu, 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. Nope, we're going to call a legal screen offensive foul on Okongwu. 10 seconds left. We are tied. Celtics take the lead back going into the break, which would be very nice. I know you can't win every game, but this game looks pretty winnable, so let's go out and do that. Yeah, JV is not playing well tonight. He's in the hometown area. He's thinking about the Shawties in Atlanta. Hauser sets a screen for Pritchard. 3-2, kick out, gets it up, air ball. Off balance, didn't really get a good handle on it. Just threw it up at the rim, and that will do it for the first half. We remained tied, 54 all. Celtics and Hawks. What do you guys think of that first half where the Celtics had 10 turnovers? A, B, C, D, or F. Call it like it is down in the chat. I got to give that a C- to a D+. Same thing as I did in the first quarter. Yeah, it was a carbon copy in the second quarter. Jaylen Brown playing one of the laziest games I've ever seen him play. Playing no joke, one of the laziest games I've ever seen him play. Alrighty. So yeah, man, Brown is just like, what are we doing? Everybody else is bringing it. 4 turnovers. He's got 6 assists, but 2 for 9 from the field. Whining about calls. Scheierman hasn't really given you anything offensively tonight. Derrick White, similar, but, you know. Yeah, I mean, 3 for 9. Not good. 1 for 4 from 3. Free ball hasn't been falling the whole season. Pritchard, dog. Payton Pritchard's a dog. I'm sorry. Like this dude is. They're playing good defense on him too, and he's still 5 of 10, 3 for 4 from 3. Jordan Walsh, I can't be mad at it. I can't sit here and be mad at it. I think he's played solid defense. Gotten out in transition. Filled his lanes right. Ugo, bad half of basketball. Two turnovers. Yeah. He in some defensive lapses as well. He allowed a couple easy buckets. Hauser actually had a nice couple sequences there in that second quarter. Not much before that, but I can't be mad at how he closed there. No Jayson Tatum tonight. Haven't seen Ron Harper Jr. yet, but Luka Garza was the story of the first quarter, man. He continued to play pretty well in quarter number 2. 13 points in the night, perfect 5 or 5 from the field, including a triple. And then we saw other centers get some run because Neemias Queta is out. Obviously, Nikola Vucevic on the sideline still. Charles Bassey got some run today. 2 blocks, and they were emphatic. Jonathan Kuminga, do not go in there. 2 points on a putback. There's that offensive board. That's where that comes into play. And then Amari Williams got in the action. 6 boards for Amari Williams. He sent one home as well. All this organization does is find good basketball players. That's all they do. That's all they do. That's all they know how to do. What did I just say to you guys? Luka Garza, Charles Bassey, and Amari Williams. Who else in the NBA is doing that? Like I feel like I'm listening to a music artist that is like revered, like Travis Scott in album mode, or like prime before all the nonsense Kanye West. Like this is what I feel like I'm talking about right now. Brad Stevens, as a basketball evaluator, and the people that he entrusts as basketball evaluators, they are like artists. Where do you find and are able to maximize Ron Harper Jr., laughed at for Hugo Gonzalez, one of the most effective on-court rookies in the league? Peyton Pritchard isn't going to sniff $9 million a year on this current contract that he'll be on for 2 more seasons after this, by the way. Baylor Scheierman, 30th pick. 30th pick in the draft. Derrick White. Oh, yeah. Got him for Josh Richardson. And shout out to Danny Ainge. Shout out to Austin Ainge. Shout out to the people in the front office that was prior. But, like, man, it's unbelievable. By the way, some of the guys the Celtics couldn't even fit on the roster. Josh Minot is out there putting up big lines for the Nets. How to get rid of him? How to get rid of him to get in the luxury tax? Ridiculous. Brad Stevens isn't a great GM. He's the best GM. And the Celtics also have the best coach. Now, they do not have the best roster. They had the best roster 2 years ago, by far. I wouldn't say they have the best roster currently. That's why so many, like, it's why it's so difficult to keep a team together like this and to continue to find developmental talent late in drafts, like second round, late first round. Like, it's not regular. It's not regular. Bassey saying, get that shit out the club. Limit the turnovers. Yeah. 10 turnovers you can't have, especially at only 12 assists. EJ Liddell, that's who we're getting highlights of in big March 2026. Who is that missed the layup? I'm not going to lie, man. Like, I don't play 2K anymore, so I'm not, like, the most in tune with who's on every single roster. Jesus. That was Andre Jackson? No, Jericho Sims. I'm Brooke Lopez. Spin in the stuff. Micah Potter. I've heard of him. I watched him in college. He's getting big time run. Ochai Abachi. Now that's a college legend, but hasn't really worked in the pros. Nice baseline slam with the left. Brooklyn all over the highlights tonight. They probably lost by 30. Well, they were playing the Kings, so I don't know. It was a tank off. Oh! Yuck. This is number 3? Number 4? Ahmed Thompson. Sick baseline cutting lob, and just was ferocious. He threw it down very hard. Number 3, what is it? Scotty Barnes. Reverse slam. I get it. It was kind of a reverse slam poster of sorts. Yeah, it was body-to-body contact with Goga Patazzi. I get it. I like the Ahmed Thompson lob a little bit more. Here we go. A little 2-on-1. Denny, behind the head pass. Nope. Ah. That lob for Ahmed Thompson was tough. What's number 1? Is it Scotty again? Yuck. Okay, that was sick. Spin and cranked it. Going left side to right side. Yeah, that was tough. Oh, we didn't even get it. We didn't even get it. And the NBA.com. Thompson. Dude, it used to be like when I was a kid and they were doing the NBA.com top 10. Like that's how it would be. The NBA.com top 10. And then he just started making it like progressively quicker, and you could see him start to do it back then. Now it's just the NBA.com. Top 10. It's hilarious. I love it. I used to do that. I used to look at the NBA.com top 10 before school every day. 700th career three-pointer tonight for Sam Hauser. I got to see these rejections from Charles Bassey. I mean, Charlie Kuminga tried to crank one, and he just denied it. It was great. It was very great. And then Nickeil Alexander-Walker got it sent right back at him. Peyton Pritchard and Luka Garza have combined for 26 points on 10 of 15 shooting. Peyton Pritchard and Luka Garza, they would be playing conference play together if they were in college right now. They definitely overlapped, right? Yeah, 2017-18, 2018-19, 2019-20. Let's look at the Peyton Pritchard started when he was a freshman, so started 140 out of 144 games in college, and the only 40 didn't start were his freshman year. Disgusting. Yeah, 2019-20. So he was a first team All-American. What was Garza? Was Garza first team All-American that year? Yeah. So they were on the same first team All-American team. Garza, Pritchard, Toppin, Miles Powell, Marcus Howard. Like that's my shit, man. That's my freshman year of college. Oh, I want to see more. Oh, previous decade. The one before that, Grant Williams, R.J. Barrett, Rui Hachimura, Ja, and Zion. Interesting. Who was on that second team that year? Vernon Carey, Udoka Azubuike, Malachi Flynn, Devin Dotson, and Cassius Winston. (2021) Cade, Corey Kispert, DeSumo, Jared Butler, and Luka Garza again. Yeah, Pritchard never got to play his last year. March Madness. There's a COVID year. That's crazy. Well, I always just think he was a 2019 draft. He was at Oregon forever. Damn. R.I.P. Caleb Swanigan. He was first team All-American. Frank Mason, Josh Hart, Justin Jackson, Lonzo Ball. Dylan Brooks, Jonathan Motley, Luke Kennard, Malik Monk, and Nigel Williams-Goss. This is my era, man. My favorite is, yeah. We're getting Doug McDermott, his third appearance in the All-American team. Jabari Parker, Nick Johnson, Russ Smith, and Shabazz Napier. Meanwhile, the second team's Andrew Wiggins, C.J. Fair, Cleanthony Early, Nick Stauskas, Sean Kilpatrick, and T.J. Warren. I mean, that's just peak. That's just peak. Or you go back to 2011, and you get Jawan Johnson, Jared Sullinger, Jimmer Fredette, Kemba Walker, Nolan Smith. I apologize for me just going down memory lane with the college game. I'm just I'm just spewing right now. But it is March. It is the madness. Got a buddy went to college with. Was he in the grade younger than me, so we didn't hang out all the time. But he was just texting me saying, "Yo, my dad loves your videos, bro. He can't get enough of them." Like, I really appreciate that. Like, that's crazy to me. But it's a small world out there. I went to college out near Buffalo, New York, and that's what I do. I do the Bills breakdown. Coming back to second half action here very, very soon. If you haven't yet, go down below, hit that like button. Would be greatly appreciated. If we can get to 250 real quick. I know for a fact there's 18 people watching right now that haven't yet hit the like button. 18 likes away from 250. $15 away, and we're almost back to action here in the second half. Atlanta going to take the inbound. 13 likes away. And as you guys like the video, people will see this stream on their feeds. They'll get back here after they left maybe at the end of that first half, because at one point we had 700 people watching, but 200 people have left during the halftime break. Need to get those folks back in here as Jalen Johnson drives to the cup and puts it in off the glass. 9 likes away, and we'll get the live stats up for the second half here. Derrick White going to give it off to Garza, left wing. Hauser up top now. Screen coming from Garza. Hauser drives. He throws a shot up and gets fouled. Okay. We'll take it. Oh my gosh. First free throw good for Hauser. 6 likes away from 250. Do it for Bill Russell, now do it for KG. A fine 5 away. It'll be Johnson. Out to Okongwu. Now to McCollum, who will drive. Layup. Scoop at the rim is good. Scoop. There it is. Jaylen Brown the other way. Gonna post up Dyson Daniels. Not to Hauser. Back to Brown. And he'll come off. Trying to get past Dyson Daniels. Draw some contact. And he'll get a foul call. We passed 250. Appreciate you guys. Back to the live stats. There we go. Like, sub, and share. Shout out to my guy, Al the Prowl. Al on the Prowl. Danger Dave. How goes it, brother? First free throw, no good from Jaylen Brown. Alrighty. So a couple of free throws good for, or one free throw good for JB here. 1-point game. Elbow jumper short from CJ McCollum here. Garza grabs the board. Celtics in transition. White cross court from Brown for 3. No good. I'm going to say Celtic ball here as he tried to save it from going out of bounds. CJ McCollum. Alrighty. Brown going to inbound, or White going to inbound, excuse me. Dribble handoff from Garza to Brown. He's going to step back. Some space from Dyson Daniels, and he connects on the 17-footer. Jaylen Brown's 9th point of the night. As stripped, Dyson Daniels is. Going the other way, the Celtics have some numbers. Brown stripped on his way, and they're going to call a foul there. More free throws coming the Celtics' way. JB going to the stripe. It was Jalen Johnson who was stripped by Jordan Walsh, who got on the break quickly. Nice defensive play. And the Celtics are going to get some free throws out of it. Brown free throws. First one's good. He's been very good as of late. Over the past few months, he's been really, really good. I want to see, actually. In the month of March, he is 98 of 109 from the free throw line. That's, like, really good. 98 divided by 109. He's 89% in the month of March. Alexander Walker, floater is good. Did I say Gilgeous-Alexander? Because the announcer said Gilgeous-Alexander. I think I said Alexander Walker. They are cousins, by the way. We'll get a whistle here. 60 all. Just over 2 minutes into the second half. If you want the Celtics to beat the Hawks, hit that like button. We'll be going for their 4th straight victory. 4th straight victory could be had tonight. As Jalen Johnson drives. Tough shot off glass. No good. Jaylen Brown with a nice contest there. And here come the C's. JB. Crossover. Trying to get. And the loose handle again. He gets past. Dyson Daniels throws one off the glass. Can't get it to go. And no foul call there. Jalen Johnson lobbing up to Daniels. And he slams it. That was nice. I can't even lie to you. Derrick White up top now. Garza. Luka Garza, who's still perfect from the field. Gets a dribble handoff with Hauser. Hauser stopped popping to the free throw line. That looked like it was partially blocked. And here come the Hawks. And Jordan Walsh going to foul Jalen Johnson here in transition. Not great. All right. CJ McCollum going to give it over to Johnson. Jalen Johnson up top of Kongwu. He'll launch a 3, and it goes. All of a sudden, Celtics fall behind by 2 possessions here. Celtics and Hawks shooting similarly from distance, and Jaylen Brown got it knocked away. Okay. That would have just got me upset, man. Here's Scheierman. Gets it into Brown. Brown in the corner. Is he going to shoot over Dyson Daniels? No, he'll just take him to the basket. Post him up once he gets to the low block. Kick out. Garza, 3. Oh! Luka Garza for 3! Big answer, but the Hawks are going to answer with a triple of their own. Is it Alexander Walker? He'll drive. Kick opposite corner. Kongwu again. Smacks it. Back to 5. Over to JB. Jaylen Brown launches a 3 above the break. That's no good. Luka Garza fighting for the rebound. And it was somehow saved to Baylor Scheierman. Brown gets the screen, going to the rim. High off the glass, and it falls. And looks like the Hawks are going to answer again. Quickly the other way, Jalen Johnson. He's going to back down Baylor Scheierman. In the lane. Yep, easy floater, and dies on the rim and falls. Jaylen Brown now. Screen from Garza. JB using it. Stepping it back. Shooting a 3. Short. And the Celtics aren't going to be able to get that one from going out of bounds. And we'll have a timeout on the floor here. 7 minutes to go in quarter number 3. All righty, with that being said, we'll talk about our friends and our sponsors one more time over at Prize Picks. The playoff push is heating up and tournament hoops are here. And there's no better way to cash in if you're right on the high-flying hoops action than Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. Every bucket, every dime, and every win means more when you're playing on Prize Picks. And with their brand new Team Picks markets, you can now pick game winners, spreads, and totals on top of the player picks you already know. So cash in if you're right during all the clutch buckets, slam dunks, and Cinderellas this spring with Team Picks on Prize Picks. Pick the winner straight up on Prize Picks. Who's going to win the next big basketball game? Who's going to win the fight? Back your takes with real money. On Prize Picks, I can even pick who's going to cut down the nets in a couple of weeks or who's going to win a ring this summer. Whether it's the tournament, the playoffs, or even the international baseball tournament, I can call my shot and cash in if I make the right picks. All on Prize Picks. Team Picks is now available in 35 states, including California, Texas, Georgia, Washington, and more. It makes it super easy to pick game winners, spreads, and totals all on Prize Picks. So download the Prize Picks app today and pick your first game winner, spread, or total as the playoff push rolls on. And get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup after using promo code CLNS. That's code CLNS to get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it feels good to be right. And all that information is clickable down in the live chat of today's live stream. Shout out to Prize Picks for their help making today's show possible. Put that link in the chat for you guys. Let's go. Celtics find themselves down 5 to Atlanta here. What do the Celtics need to switch up right now? What do they need to do differently? Let me know in the chat. What's wrong with them? What do they need to switch up? I want to hear from you guys. Greg Flanagan, this is the lamest thing I've ever seen. The Celtics effort or this live stream? I'd like to know your thoughts, friend. I'd like to know your thoughts. Stop the turnovers, T-Money. I mean, look. They only have one in the quarter so far. Summary of the game so far, they've turned it over a ton. Pritchard's played well. Luka Garza's played well. And Jaylen Brown really hasn't. Derrick White really hasn't. You're going to need them to play well the rest of the way to win this. Backdoor cutting is Dyson Daniels. He'll kick to the corner. Pump fake from Jalen Johnson. He'll drive. Challenged by Amari Williams, and he'll go up and get fouled. Brown needs to get aggressive. He's been aggressive. Why is Tatum out? Because Celtics are on a back-to-back, so you want to keep him out for these situations. Don't risk a lot of stress on his body. He has plenty of games, still 7 more to play the rest of the way. How's Queta doing? Queta's not playing tonight. I was wondering, what? Yeah, Queta's not playing tonight either. He's got a thumb issue going on. Jalen Johnson at the free throw line nails the first. When do we expect Vooch to be back? I would say, if not, I would hope the last couple of games of the regular season, so he's not just thrust back into playoff action. Even though he is an established veteran in this league, he's played in the playoffs before. But I'd like to see him get a little tune-up here, especially against some lesser competition toward the end of the year. As Brown going to get in the mid-range, fall-away jumper along the baseline. That won't go. Kuminga flies in for the rebound. Up top with a Kongwu, who'll hand off to Alexander Walker and set him a screen. Alexander Walker drives. Fall-away jumper is good from about 10 feet out. All of a sudden, it's a 9-point game. Not great. Largest lead of the game, a 16-5 run. Pritchard with some space from way downtown. Peyton Pritchard for 3. How about get a stop? How about get a stop? They're not going to get a stop. They're not going to get a stop. Jalen Johnson, handoff to McCollum. McCollum slices past the defense, kick wide open into the corner. Opposite this time for Okongwu. Does not matter. He hits a 3. Celtics defense has been horrific tonight. Offensive foul on Amari Williams. Celtics turnover again. Okay. Yeah. Jaylen Brown, after a couple games off, not really in a rhythm tonight. Alrighty, you're 5:20 to go in the quarter. McCollum gonna lob it up, and I think it hit the rim before it could get to Jalen Johnson. Scheierman grabbed it. Now it's Brown, full head of steam, down the can't finish at the rim. 4 for 16 tonight for Jaylen Brown. Kuminga the other way, he can't finish at the rim either. I mean, he just stinks, okay? Jaylen Brown's averaging 30. Kuminga just stinks. Now Brown in the corner. He's going to get a bailout foul call. He just tripped and lost the ball. Quinn Snyder might think about challenging this because JB just fell. Just hasn't been his night. I'm not going to sit here and expect Amari Williams to carry the scoring load, dude. Peyton Pritchard, 10 to shoot. Going to get a screen from Brown. It's been his night, so they're going to need him to close it. Pritchard into the lane. Gets some contact against Kuminga. Cannot finish inside. Up ahead, Kuminga. Too deep. Good defense by Pritchard, and he turns and gets 2 off the glass. Timeout, Boston. Queta, thumb injury. He's fine. He'll be fine. Celtics not looking great. Oh, man. What? I don't know. Up 11. It's not the end of the world, but they don't really seem to be locked in. (25-14). Atlanta's up in the quarter. So Jalen and White, they're 7-26, 2 free from 3, and 19 and a -19 combined. It's not good, man. Joe Mazzulla benched Baylor Scheierman to start the second half because of that three that he took fading into the corner that hit the side of the backboard. Fading into the left corner, by the way. Like, it was a hard shot for him. Not great stuff, man. .420 left in the third quarter. Here we go. Let's make a run and make this 5 points by the end of the quarter. Brown catch and shoot threes, no good. Gonzalez able to grab the offensive board that was tipped by Amari Williams. He'll launch a three. That's no good. The tip in, no good from Amari Williams either, but I think he just drew a foul. He did. Yeah. Yeah, they found another one. Oh, yeah, the Celtics. Oh, yeah, they found another diamond in the rough. The Atlanta Hawks have spent a total of 614 days in the play-in range of the NBA standings since 2020-2021. That's more than that's around 25% more days than number 2 team, the Warriors, who just surpassed the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls are on the wrong end of the not in the playing game. The Heat are up there, the Timberwolves are up there, which is a little bit surprising. And then a big drop off to Mavs, Lakers, Suns, Clippers. Hornets, which I don't think have made the playoffs in the play-in era. I don't even know if they've made the game. I don't even know if they've made the game. We got a foul on Boston here after 2 free throws up and down from Amari Williams. First free throw from Okongwu is good. I just don't feel like they're going to win this game. That's just my feeling. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It doesn't feel like they're going to win this one. Alrighty. Here's Pritchard. Into the corner. Gonzalez drives, gets sent at the rim by Okongwu. Okongwu will turn into shoot a three. That one doesn't fall. Gonzalez grabs the board and saves it to Brown. Here come the C's. Jaylen Brown crossover. Kick to the corner. Gonzalez is where he's good from. Yes! Ugo! For 3! Can I get an Ugo in the chat? Can I get a little Ugo in the chat? That was big time. Even though they answered with 2. Amari Williams went into a Kongwu and just threw up a little float shot, push shot. Did not go. Gabe Vincent working on Baylor Scheierman. Oh, my goodness. Hugo Gonzalez just got killed in the face by Gabe Vincent. They should look at this for a flagrant. Yeah, they changed the call. Offensive foul. Oh, man. I mean, look, Ugo went down like a dead fish. That was great. Great stuff. Brown, Euro stepping. High off the glass. Can't get the shot, but the foul will be called, and he will go to the line for 2. Jaylen Brown free throws. First one misses. Bro says, bro, read my comments. I know you see them. I literally don't see them. That's the crazy thing. That's the first comment I've seen from you today. I apologize, but I can't get to everybody's comments. If you'd like your comment to be read and shared up on the screen, you can send in a super chat. $sign next to the chat box to send in a donation. It's greatly appreciated. It helps us out a ton here on the channel. It's by no means required, but if you guys want to help us out, send in a super chat. It really does. We got another offensive foul, this time on Atlanta. After Brown nailed that second free throw, it's going back the Celtics' way here. 2 minutes to go in the quarter. How about they close it out strong and, I don't know, go down 5 entering the fourth? I'd feel good about that. As Brown drives. Layup, no good, but a foul. He's getting to the line quite a bit lately. Oh, Jaylen Brown's down and hurt. Did he turn his ankle a little bit? He's fine. Oh, yeah, it comes down on the foot of Kuminga. JB free throw, good. Jaylen Brown now up to 14 on the night. Does have 8 assists, but the 4 turnovers earlier. Second free throw drops up to 15 now. And we find ourselves down 7. How about a stop and a score? How about a stop and a score? Under 2 to go in the third quarter. Kuminga. Now Dyson Daniels and him playing hot potato. Back in the hands of JK. He drives and gets 2 at the rim. This time going past Amari Williams. Gets fouled and 1. So Kuminga can make it a 10-point game if he converts this free throw. Thoughts on Queta's season? Queta's been great. Queta's been awesome this year. He's taken a huge leap. I could argue he's the most improved player in the NBA. Not playing tonight, though, unfortunately. Pritchard gets in the lane, and he turns it over. Kuminga missed the free throw, but now he's going the other way, and he'll be fouled on the layup attempt. Not great, folks. Not great. What would be great is if we could get to 300 likes by the end of the quarter. We are 29 away. We have 700 people watching. Not even asking for half the chat to like the video. I know a ton of you guys have already that are still watching. So I apologize for the nagging, but 29 likes away from 300 would be really awesome if we can get there today. Kuminga's first free throw drops. 28 away. Do it for Hugo Gonzalez, who's putting his body on the line, taking shots from Gabe Vincent. Second free throw good from Kuminga. We have an 11-point game. Jaylen Brown. Going to call offensive fouls. He pushed off against Kuminga. Clearly, we need the help of the green teamers here. Hit that like button because we need to send good vibes, good juju to the Celtics in some way, shape, or form here. The more likes we get, hopefully, the better the Celtics play. 13 turnovers, already above their season average. Not even at the fourth quarter yet. Kuminga giving it to Dyson Daniels. Now outside, Gabe Vincent. A screen from Daniels. Coming off it, Gabe Vincent launches a three. Won't get it to fall. That was like as close as he gets to making a shot, and it didn't go. Pritchard probably going to try to get a 2-for-1 here. He sees the clock. There's 40 seconds left. I would go, PP. Get it to Jaylen Brown. Not a good time. Nope. Just got to get a good shot now. Instead, Jaylen Brown is almost turning it over. Fall-away jumper near the elbow. Back iron, no good. A rebound to the Hawks. So Celtics are going to go into this fourth quarter down double digits. 6 likes away from 300. It would be awesome if they actually get there by the time this thing ends. 12 seconds to shoot. About a 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Gabe Vincent going to Hugo Gonzalez. Spin, kick out. 3 from Daniels. Good. 3 seconds left. Pritchard has it. 2-1. Has to launch. Misses. And we have a 14-point game heading into quarter number 4. So not great. Not great at all. We are, however, 3 likes away from 300, and we're heading into the fourth quarter. So if you have liked the video and you want to get fired up, you think the Celtics can make a comeback here, get those 4s in the chat right now. Yeah, that was one of the worst quarters of the season. 36-22, they fell. And Dyson Daniels also a 15%. 15%. He's 2 for 2 from 3. Just annoying. Oh, man. Caesar going to lose this game. Man. All right. Man, not ideal. Not ideal at all. Sub for Celtics dubs. Hit that subscribe button. Like, if we could get to 56,700 tonight, that would be major. Would be greatly, greatly appreciated. If you're new here, we do watch parties like this for basically every Celtics game. Every playoff game will be live for as well. So hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on, and whatever news or rumors around the seas need to be talked about as Derrick White lobs inside to Charles Bassey. That shot is no good, and he gets fouled, though. Whatever news or rumors around the season you need to hear, we're going to bring a video, about 10 to 15 minute video, whenever we need to, around what you need to hear with your C's. Appreciate you guys getting us past 300 likes. Could we get 30 more subs on today's stream? Just give us a chance. Give us a week. Come back. Join us on Friday. Or join us on Wednesday, excuse me. We have another game this week. We have many games left to chop it and get to know each other and talk Celtics hoops. And Amari Williams goes 1 for 2 at the line. Or Bassey goes 1 for 2 at the line. Sorry, running 99, running 77. 88's our starter. And then Luka Garza is pretty easy to tell. Jonathan Kuminga, he's going to step in after some space for a 3, and that's no good. And Celtics can't corral the rebound. Goes into Kongu's hands. Now Kuminga in the mid-range against Derrick White. Kick out to McCollum. He'll step back and shoot a 3 in the corner. No good. Rebound can't be corralled again. Outside McCollum, wide open 3. That's going to go. Yes, it is. Of course it is. 16-point game. Script is just not going our way tonight, as they'll call Reza Shea for a foul here. Pritchard to inbound. This game is frustrating to watch, man. Bassey screens for White. Step back 3. Gets some space. Airballed. And Kuminga the board. Yeah, this game's over. Sorry, guys. They just look dead. And this game never got brighter, okay? It's dark in there. Joe Mazzulla timeout after Caesar McCollum uncontested at the rim. Oh, my God. Bro, you know how much I hate losing to Jonathan Kuminga? You guys have no idea. We can't talk about calls when they're down 18, man. We can't do it. It's fine. I understand. Like, it's not the end of the world. They're not going to win 60 games, so they don't have the chance to win 60 games anymore. So it's not like we're gunning for any record or anything like that. I mean, shit. The Pistons might not win 60 games. They playing tonight? They play the Thunder tonight, so huge game. OKC's an 11.5-point favorite. Is Cade not playing? Cade and Duren not playing. And Duncan Robinson and Tobias Harris. So they're going to win by 1 million. Would have been nice to potentially get a game up on them. But again, it's getting to a 5-game turnaround. You're 4 games behind. They have the tiebreaker. You're not going to complete a 5-game flip on Detroit. Need to keep your distance from the Knicks. They play tomorrow, but they play a easier opponent. They don't play tomorrow. They play Wednesday against the Grizzlies. And the Celtics play the Heat, who are free-falling. They're terrible, but they're in the play-in race. Like, they can beat professional basketball teams. They're trying to beat professional basketball teams. Knicks play the Bulls on Friday, so like that's tough. Meanwhile, the Celtics play the Bucks and the Raptors, who are a playoff team, on Sunday. Knicks eventually play the Hawks in a week or so, and then they play us. Got another matchup with the Hornets. That Knicks game on the 9th. Luckily, the Celtics round out with the Pelicans and the Magic, but Celtics just got to match the Knicks the rest of the way and beat them on April 9th. Or how about just, match the Knicks the rest of the way. Match the Knicks the rest of the way, and they'll literally have the 2 seed over them. So it's not good, man. Not the best night tonight. Alrighty here. 10:30 to go. D. White over to Garza. I could see the Celtics calling it quits early in this game. Back to back, you just chalk it up. You win one against the hot Charlotte team. You already beat Atlanta on Friday. Derrick White forces up an air ball late in the shot clock. This thing is done. Atlanta's got the 3rd best defense in the NBA since the All-Star break. As McCollum's fall-away jumper in the mid-range does not go. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say the game is completely, theoretically over. Because, yes, they could come back. This is an easy it's not the worst comeback in the world to have to make. Pritchard getting kind of clamped up by Onyeka Okongwu. Kicks out to Jordan Walsh with 4 to shoot, 3 to shoot, driving past Kuminga. He goes up and gets fouled by Reza Shea. It's all right. Just win the next one, man. Just win the next one. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Beat the Heat on Wednesday, and it's all good. Quinn Snyder's going to challenge this foul call. That's just I don't know, man. When we stop trusting, I'm looking through Twitter. Wasn't coming to Atlanta on a Magic City Monday and beating us? That's crazy. Yo, Garfield, you're wild for that. On a Magic City Monday. Does it get lit in the Mondays? Tatum excuse the joke. No way Boston comes back. They're throwing on purpose, missing off. Somebody said, wish Jalen had just sat out this game, but his ego couldn't handle Tatum winning player of the week. Lost challenge for Atlanta. I don't know why you go back to whoa. Why do you go back to commercial? They just ruled something on the court. All right, back. Free throw miss by Jordan Walsh. Jordan Walsh does not allow any chicken sandwiches for the Hawks faithful. Swing to Jonathan Kuminga. Look, it's dark again. Open three, no good, but they're running around with more hustle than you tonight. Open three for a Kongwu. Yeah, get White and Brown on the bench and just call it, man. You're down 20 with under 10 minutes left. Like, let's just go. Pack it up. Pack it up. Pack it up. Pack it up. It's March 30th. The season's got a week and a half left. Let's be smart. Brown off the glass, good from the mid-range. Ooh. Outside with Reza Shea. 3-ball, good. So it's 101 to 81, or 101 to 80. 101-80 here. Brown misses that time, stripped on the way up the other way. Fight for it on the ground. We're going to have a jump. We're going to have a jump. We're going to have a jump. Oh, this game's agonizing to watch. All right. Another three missed by the C's. Other way, Atlanta. Reza Shea spinning on Scheierman. Scoop layup. Can't go. Rebounded Derrick White. Under 8 minutes now. Brown cross court. White in the corner. Scheierman 3. Got it. 101-83, back to 18. Can you get this thing to 12 with 5 minutes left and then see what happens from there? And you will have the opportunity to get it closer than 18 as Nickeil Alexander-Walker misses the mid-range jumper. Jordan Walsh transition 3. That's short. Maybe not the look. Maybe not the right look. As Dyson Daniels spins, kicks to a wide open player in the corner. That three's no good. Mohamed Gaye. Out of bounds. Derrick White knocks it. Great. Under 7 minutes left, down 18. 2 more minutes. It's the same way. They're going to pull Derrick White and Jaylen Brown. Into the corner, 3, no good. Rebound, Jaylen Brown. Up ahead, Scheierman. Garza's running the floor, but I'll give it to Derrick White in transition. That's no dice there. Here's Scheierman, kick to the corner. Garza 3. He's been hot all night. Can't get that one to go. I believe that's his first miss. Jalen Johnson getting a screen from Kuminga. Going to give it to a rolling Kuminga, but the pass is tipped and stolen by the Celtics. It was Scheierman and Garza creating that turnover. Jaylen Brown, catch and shoot 3, no good. Jalen Johnson in the mid-range. Gonna swing to Gaye. Now Kuminga in the corner. He'll launch a 3. Off. This is ugly hoops, bad hoops, whatever you want to call it. Here's Jaylen Brown spinning, kicking. Walsh has it. Now back to Brown. 10 seconds to shoot. Going to size up Mohamed Gaye. Step back three over him. In and out. Garza the board. And he flips it up and in. 16-point game. Back-to-back threes. All of a sudden it's 10. Maybe 4.5 minutes left. We'll see. We will see. 5:45 to go in the ball game. Celtics down 16. We will monitor the situation, and we will talk one more time about our friends and our sponsor over at Prize Picks. The playoff push is heating up, and tournament hoops are here. And there's no better way to cash in if you're right on the high-flying hoops action than Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. Every bucket, every dime, and every win means more when you're playing on Prize Picks. And with their brand new Team Picks markets, you can now pick game winners, spreads, and totals on top of the player picks you already know. So cash in if you're right during all the clutch buckets, slam dunks, and Cinderellas this spring with Team Picks on Prize Picks. Pick the winner straight up on Prize Picks. Who's going to win the next big basketball game? Who's going to win the fight? Back your takes with real money. On Prize Picks, I can even pick who's going to cut down the nets in a couple of weeks or who's going to win a ring this summer. Whether it's the tournament, the playoffs, or even the international baseball tournament, I can call my shot and cash in if I make the right picks. All on Prize Picks. Team Picks is now available in 35 states, including California, Texas, Georgia, Washington, and more. It makes it super easy to pick game winners, spreads, and totals all on Prize Picks. So download the Prize Picks app today and pick your first game winner, spread, or total as the playoff push rolls on. And get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup after using promo code CLNS. That's code CLNS to get $50 in daily fantasy lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it feels good to be right. And all that information is clickable down in the live chat of today's live stream. Shout out to Prize Picks, and we're all the way back. As soon as we got back to action, the game came back. So beautiful stuff there. Celtics going a little bit of a zone, it looks like. See what that does. Jordan Walsh almost intercepted a pass. He knocks it out of bounds. 7 to shoot for Atlanta. Here comes McCollum. McCollum can't lay it in. Here come the C's. Brown, crossover move on Alexander Walker, and he slams it down. 14. 14. How about a stop and a score? 7-0 run. They get an open look. Can't connect. Can't finish on the follow. Here come the C's, maybe with some numbers. To White at the logo. Now with Brown. Going to go at Okongwu this time. Driving right past him. Kick to the corner. Walsh. He goes past Jalen Johnson. Garza's there. Flips it up and in! Luka Garza! Timeout Atlanta! I said get it to 12 by 5. They got it damn close. 12 by 4, 35 left. The Hawks need a timeout. Let me see those shamrock emojis. Come on. Light the chat up like Alex Velo. All right. Could they somehow, some way make something happen here? Sub for Celtics dubs. 22 subs away. 21 subs away from 56,700. Can we get there by the end of today's game? Somehow Garza got that up and in. If you're new here, we do these live streams every single Celtics game, so we'll be back again on Wednesday. Hit that sub button. Taking you guys all the way to banner 19 because they're going to lift it this year. Open look for Alexander Walker. That three is short, but the long rebound goes to Okongwu. 10 to shoot now. Going to get it to Jalen Johnson, guarded by Baylor Scheierman. 4 to shoot. He drives. And that's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be a jump ball. Jordan Walsh got his hands in there. At 1.4 on the clock, not going to leave Atlanta with much to do, even if they win this jump ball. Alrighty. And the Celtics win the jump. Brown on the break. Layup. Short arms it. Foul against the Celtics on the rebound. Garza. Luka Garza has... Well, the Celtics in this game, I'll say for one. Guy has 20. But a bucket goes down for Atlanta there. Makes it 14. 20 and 9 for Luka Garza tonight. Brown drives, kicks. Wide open three for Jordan Walsh above the break. And it bounces in. It's not over yet. .330 left. Some nice fight by the Celtics toward the end of this game. Daniels gives it to Okongwu now up top. Jalen Johnson. Couple of jab steps, 6 to shoot. Going to go at Baylor Scheierman. Has to swing cross court to Okongwu. Good closeout from D. White. Shot's no good. But it bounces out to the Hawks. They're able to chase it down on the corner. That's Alexander Walker. 10 to shoot now against Jordan Walsh. Crossover move, gets some space. Dumps it off. It's going to be a foul called before that layup went in for Jalen Johnson. So 14 on the clock for Atlanta. McCollum will get it into Dyson Daniels, who kicks it out to Jalen Johnson, guarded by Jordan Walsh. 8 to shoot now. Goes into him. Dumps it down, and they can't convert inside. Try to get it to Dyson Daniels for a quick little flip up and in, but it didn't drop. Here's Jaylen Brown. Transition 3. Oh! JB for 3! Can I get some JBs in the chat? He's been ass all night. But a big shot at a big moment. Can I get some JBs in the chat? 3 ball up from Atlanta. Oh, my goodness. What an answer from Alexander Walker. That's why they paid him. That's why they paid him. Brown, another step back 3. Oh! He answers again! 8-point game, 2 minutes to go. McCollum, handoff. Now back to him. Oh, crossover move on Luka Garza right to the rim. That was nice. That was nice. Come on. Celtics down 10. Ain't over yet. Sub for Celtics dubs. Hit that subscribe button. Jaylen Brown to Luka Garza. Now back to Brown. Finds some space. Turns. Shoots. Can't hit. And the Hawks with the rebound. That feels detrimental. That feels not great. Walsh knocks it away for a moment, but McCollum has it. 3 to shoot. Step back mid-range jumper. Short. Rebound to JB. 25-9-9. Somehow Jaylen Brown had it. He played terrible. Almost had it knocked away there. There's a minute to go. He's not going with much urgency. Drive. Step back jumper above the free throw line. And one! Jaylen Brown connects! Not a smart play by NAW at all. Sub for Dubs. They could pull off the improbable. It's a 7-point game with a minute left. Like, I feel like you play this one out. It'll be around, what is that? 38 seconds. 38 seconds. Max. Oh, Jaylen Brown missed the free throw anyway. So now you have to foul. Or not. Derrick White getting up on him. No foul coming yet. Don't foul now. 7 seconds to shoot. NAW launched the three. He fouled, and Jordan Walsh fouled him. So the game's over. Oh, man. Game's over. We'll be back again on Wednesday, though. Back again on Wednesday. Sub for Celtics Dubs. And let me know. Type me in the chat if you'll be here with us on Wednesday for the Heat game. If you'll be here with us on Wednesday for the Heat game, hit that sub button and let me know in the chat by typing me. I'll be here. I'll be here. Will you be here? First free throw good from NAW. Dalton Miller will be here. Charlicia will be here. Alex will be here. Brett saying 6'7". Marie Jen will be here. Second one good from Alexander Walker as well. Mean for them to get our hopes up like that. They surely, that wasn't their goal. Like they tried to win the game. They just couldn't. I know the game been over, but like they made a nice effort. Showed some nice fight down the stretch. And NAW missed the third. So 10-point game, 40 seconds left. Brown in transition. And not really going to get a shot allowed off for Dyson Daniels. Wasting too much time. He gets fouled on a three. Yeah, I don't know why the Hawks are even playing like crazy tight defense. Like Jaylen Brown will miss threes on his own. So Jaylen Brown at the free throw line. First one's good. Oh, and he missed. Missed the third. Celtics will foul. I'm going to put Jalen Johnson on the line. You're going to lose this game by around 8 to 10. Shout out to Derex and Marie Jen that said, we'll see me Wednesday. Celtics going to lose tonight after a 3-game streak, beating OKC, Atlanta, and Charlotte. Good wins. Good wins. You're missing Jayson Tatum tonight. Probably would have made a difference in a game like this. Jalen Johnson's free throw is good. Second one coming up, and we'll be all out. There it is. So the Celtics will take their last shot here, I presume. Brown sizing up Daniels. And one last turnover for good measure tonight. Nice. Nice. 10 subs away from 56,700. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. I know there's 10 people in the chat that have yet to subscribe. So now the reserves coming in here with 17 ticks left. No risk of an injury. So Brown had 29, 10 boards, 9 assists, 6 turnovers, and 9 of 29 from the field. Alexander Walker going to dribble it out, and that will do it. Celtics lose 112-102 to the Atlanta Hawks, falling to 50-25 on the season. 7 games to go. Another one on Wednesday against the Heat. Get right game in Miami on the road here. That game stinks. That game stinks out loud. So, yeah, not great. Not great. It was the turnovers. Like, the turnovers killed you. He had 15 turnovers. They ended up forcing them into 11, but only really, like, 11's not even a lot. It's lower than the lowest league average, which is the Celtics. So they were above theirs tonight. You also missed 8 free throws, which doesn't help. Like, 3-point shooting wasn't terrible. Could have been better, like Atlanta's was. But, again, at the end of the day, the turnovers just didn't let you get into a good rhythm. Derrick White and Jaylen Brown with some forgettable games. I don't care what JB's stat line finished at. Like, it just wasn't good enough. 9 of 29's ass. Baylor Scheierman didn't do enough for you offensively. Joe Mazzulla benched him near the end to start the second half because he took an ill-advised shot in the corner. Derrick White, like I said, not good. 3 of 12, 1 for 6 from 3. He's been terrible from distance all year. He continues. Peyton Pritchard thought was pretty good tonight. Didn't get much run during that fake comeback at the end, but probably because that unit out there was performing decently. Jordan Walsh, I thought gave you good stuff tonight. I did. Flat out not good. Defensive lapses, turnovers, just not his night. Sam Hauser had a nice sequence in the second quarter. Don't remember anything else he did. And everybody should give their game checks to Luka Garza, who had 20 and 9 tonight. 8 of 9 from the field, 2 of 3 from deep. Like, he was awesome. You got some pretty decent moments and minutes from Charles Bassey and Amari Williams as Neemias Queta was out of this game. Amari Williams had 7 boards. Charles Bassey, 2. He had 2 blocks that were emphatic. One on Jonathan Kuminga, one on Alexander Walker that went the other way, which was awesome. So, like, some nice flashes from some guys who aren't expected to do much on a regular basis. But the guys who are expected to do much on a regular basis, they didn't show up tonight for this game. So, not good overall. Wish it was better. Wish we could have a better conversation surrounding this matchup. But they went out and lost in this game. So we'll be back again on Wednesday. We'll see you guys all then. Celtics versus Heat. Yep, we're matching up with our good friend Rolly. So we'll see you guys all then. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe. Turn those notifications on once again. And we'll see you guys for the next game. As always, let's go C's.